Would you rather be an emu or an ostrich?
If I have the luxury of flying, then I like to be an ostrich.
Neither of those birds can fly.
Emu's a bird?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a llama. God, my brain is all fucked up. Like, drinking is just, like, the hangovers are getting worse.
They just make you into a shell of a man.
Yep. The husk of a human being that once were.
Just a breath of dead air coming out of a dead skeleton laying in the Temple of Doom.
I couldn't say it much better there, my friend.
Just a ghost doomed to walk the earth and not ever be able to interact with anybody or anything until the end of eternity. Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Truth Serum Podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And today we are bringing you a little bit more than you bargained for. We're back.
Yes, we are.
You know, it's like when you order food through the drive-thru and then you drive off and you realize they put an extra box of chicken nuggets in the bag.
Yeah, it makes you feel lucky and welcome.
It's like when you buy a box of cereal that has a toy in it and you got two toys.
A double prize. That's pretty nice.
It's like when you get a pig in a blanket off of the snack table and it's stuck to another pig in the blanket. Now you got two pigs in two blankets.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. And also you could share with a friend.
It's nice and moist, just like a fudge brownie from Betty Crocker.
Oh, moist is such a disgusting word. But yes.
You think moist is a gross word?
I don't understand. Like, I'm okay with moist, but a lot of people like cringe at the word moist. Like, why is everyone's mind in the gutter that like they have to acquaint it, or is that the word? I'm hungover.
That's what I associate it with.
Yes, associate's a better word. With like sexual shit, you know.
Well, because back in the day they used to use it. So now, like, if an older woman is sexually aroused, she'll tell you she's moist. Whereas if a younger woman, they don't use that anymore to describe their arousal.
I kind of want to like yell at Hannah in the background there, be like, "Is that true?"
That's just a fact. You can ask anybody.
Yeah. Well, anyways, man. What things are... we're in fall, finally, man.
We are in fall. We're falling.
Falling. The weather's changing. It's cold out. Holy shit, it was cold out.
It was cold this morning. So I got up this morning, right? I woke up and opened my eyes. I got up. I needed to go get some shit out of the car, and I put on shorts and a t-shirt and flip-flops. I went outside. I was cold. Then I got ready for work to train a few people today. Personal trainer extraordinaire. Reach out to me if you want to work out.
What's the body looking like? Check him out.
What's the body looking like? At
on
what's
Instagram.
The body looking like? And I went outside, so I put on a hoodie and some pants from Lululemon. Give me a sponsor, Lululemon. That'd be great. And I fucking went outside, and I was hot. So this is the weather where you don't know what to do. So what do? You hope that Halloween has nice weather. That's what you hope.
Halloween?
Yeah, I got there. I went there.
Yeah. You know, like, I wish, like, Halloween's a bit warmer. That's the problem with, like, you know, being in the East Coast. It just gets too cold now.
Yeah, they couldn't make it in July.
Yeah, man. Why not, like, you know, make it a little bit warmer so I don't have to wear a fucking jacket when I, you know, prodding around in my costume.
Yeah, I mean, you could really skank it up on Halloween.
Yeah. My one roommate, like, back in college used to, what the fuck, just like a fucking fireman, because he used to be a fireman, right? He's not one of those jack dudes, so he'd always show up as a sexy fireman. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
So wait, he was actually a fireman in real life, and he would show up wearing his...
I think he was like he's not a fireman in real life. I think he was one of those, what do you call it? Fuck, my brain is not working today. I need a reboot.
He was a volunteer fireman?
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. I'm going to be asking you a lot for help, Corey.
Is that really the word? I just made that up.
No, that's true. He was a volunteer.
That was what Ricky Bobby's father was in Talladega Nights.
Was he? That's fucking
Yeah, he
hilarious.
walked into the classroom on on career day or something like that. Bring your parents to school day, and he was smoking a cigarette. And they were like, "You can't smoke in here," and he was like, "No, it's fine. I'm a volunteer fireman."
Like, I don't know, like what you must have like a big pair of balls to do that sort of job, man. Or like I feel like you need like not have a life, like a second job. It feels like a second job. Are you not getting paid for this sort of thing? I think, right?
You must really just love saving people. I mean, if you're gonna volunteer to just put your life at risk for free,
Yeah.
then yeah, you probably just really love saving people's lives. That's what superheroes do. You know, it's a thankless job.
You want to do that? The truth about superheroes?
No, I think I do the truth about thankless jobs.
Oh, I'm down for that.
It's a job you do that nobody says thank you to, and you wish they would.
Yeah. I want to think about that. I'm down for that. Trying to think of like a
I say thank you to everybody, by the way. Just because when I was a kid, my mom always said, say thank you. So now I say thank you to everybody, no matter what.
I think it's nice. It's like, respect in some way if you say thank you.
Yeah, manners. People have manners. You ever see a kid that has no manners? You want to kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, you tend to trust someone that has, I would love to kick a kid's ass.
Yeah, like Chris Hemsworth in Extraction.
Yeah, he just smacked the shit out of those 5 children.
Sometimes they had it coming.
Yeah, we talked about it before in a previous episode, but that ending fucking pissed me off.
Yeah, that vague did he die ending?
Yeah, like, where, like, all right, you have the kid that you punch slap to teach him a lesson, but he's still alive and he shoots him. Like, that's like, oh, well, that's a bit of a fuck you. I know he's not going to survive, but why by him?
Yeah.
So this kid has a future of being a shitty person.
Well, it's like in Troy when Orlando Bloom's bitch-ass character killed Achilles.
Yeah.
I really couldn't stand his character.
Yeah.
The reason why, though, is because I already just am not a huge Orlando Bloom fan. I know I've said this a bunch of times.
Oh, he's like your, Edward Norton to you, to your,
Well, you actually don't like Edward Norton for a different... Like, you said you think he's pretentious. But you have acknowledged that he's very talented.
Well, it's just... Yeah, it's me just being judgmental. I don't know the guy. I just hear things. So I shouldn't be that judgmental sort of person. I
mean, I like Edward Norton a lot. Do I dislike Orlando Bloom? Not necessarily. I just don't... he just seems a little lackluster to me. And that's just, I don't necessarily get stoked if I see him in a movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
he's a bit of a doormat.
Yeah, I just didn't like his character. I mean, that movie's fucking old now. Like, that movie is very old. But I just didn't like his character. If you want to know what I'm talking about, watch Troy. It's probably on Netflix or Hulu or something.
But, I think it's, a pretty thankless job to work on. Like, even though Lord of the Rings, I think, is, a wonderful movie, but it's a very thankless job when you think about the crew behind that makes that shit. Like, the guys who make the shit around it. You know what I mean? The background, the buildings and
set
stuff.
Designers?
Set design.
Yeah, those guys, I mean, they of course get credit in the credits, but, just for the person who's for entertainment value, people may comment on it here and there, but they're not going to get as much recognition, obviously, as the stars of the show.
Yeah. It's like you watch, the Academy Awards, and, when you watch the awards, it's always to the actors, which they did a fantastic job, but what about the people, the special effects crew? They have to have their own Academy Award separate from television, and, oh, come on,
Do they
man.
really?
Yeah. They kept it separate for so long. They have another ceremony, not televised, for those technicians and whatnot.
I don't like award ceremonies. I think they're bullshit.
They used to be fun.
I don't know. I never won an award. I guess that's why I don't care about them.
Yeah, I when I see that, I'm like, all right. I used to imagine myself winning, have fantasize about that shit. If I ever became a famous actor, I did such a good job that I got to be having that moment to grab that award.
Did you ever sit in the mirror and practice what you would say?
Yeah, when I was like younger, I'm like used to be when I was a kid. I'm like, all right, that'd be kind of cool. I'd like to thank my family.
I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank my mom. I'd like to thank my cat.
I'd like to thank Michael Jordan.
I'd like to thank my wife. I'd like to...
No, like it just seems boring. Like I forget where I was going with this. Well, what do you have anything else in mind? I'm sorry. I'm just like, my brain is fried. Like I drank so much last night that like I feel like I'm having amnesia trying to remember words. I feel like Harrison Ford in Regarding Henry, where he gets shot in the head and yet when he wakes up he's like doesn't have a memory of anything.
First of all, the fact that anyone could be shot in the head and then wake up is insane.
Extraordinary. Yeah. Oh, man. Saw Bill Burr last night. He was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. So you went to see Bill Burr. Where did you go in New Jersey?
Yeah.
You said you were in New Jersey. Where at? Whereabouts?
We were at Ocean Port, New Jersey, which is in the shore, which is an hour away from Jersey City. And, oh, my God. The show is incredible. I want to say that. It's like, the town's very, like... or like a rural, I guess you call it. Like everything's so spread out. Everything's off a highway.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not like, all right, this is the best spot. You're like, this is kind of a weird place when we're used to seeing comedians at like fucking comedy venues and whatnot.
For fucking sure. That's what I was wondering when you said it. I was like wondering how it was gonna be.
Yeah, it's outdoors. They had outdoor seating, chairs around and whatnot, like tables that you have to sit at. 6 feet away from each other. It worked out. It was good.
Oh, you were 6 feet away?
Yep.
How do you measure that? Did you pull out a tape measure?
I measure by my penis, which is.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
You set me up, man. I'm immature.
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop. I reverted back to a 20-year-old child.
Do you know the people who were his openers?
No, man, they sucked. Not to be a total hater, like. I know they work through their shit and like that's what they do, but like we had the guy from Barstool Sports open for him. I forget his name, but he's like that old school Jersey guy where it's like he still tells those jokes where it's like, oh yeah, the old battle axe over there. I was treating my son and then suddenly also I'm a divorcee. I was with this hot stuff. Like, come on, dude, are you serious?
Like, how old are you now?
Yeah, man. Like, it's fucking 2020. Like, it's the 21st century. Get over it.
Yeah.
It's the 21st century.
Well, didn't those Barstool Sports guys get, like, a lot of heat from some of the shit? I don't know shit. So, I just saw, like, that they had some negative publicity around their shit kind of semi-recently, I would think.
Well, I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
I don't pay attention. I don't care about them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just surprised that you had mentioned them. I didn't know that they were still, like, doing shit. Let me see. Barstool Sports.
Yeah. And they had a second guy. I kind of forgot who he was, his name, which I should have done more research for the show and be like, oh yeah, these are the names of these people you could look up that you like make your opinion about. There are bits in there that like, all right, you ever like when you do comedy, Corey, do you think about like, you know, like you recognize like certain points where you could dwell off and like, you know, take your joke in a different direction. Like if you're being, all right, a misogynist in some way, but you have to turn it around in a way it's funny, or flip it where it's not really about you being like, you're a piece of shit, but yet you're like, oh, it's about something else entirely. It's like, oh yeah, well, that buildings make me erect, which is totally random thought. I was trying to think of something, right?
I don't know. I don't really understand the question, but I do know that fundamentally,
yeah,
if you are coming across as an asshole, you have to lose.
Yeah.
Or if you were losing the whole time, you have to win eventually.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to see too much of anything. And that's what the problem is, I think. And I don't know. I'm not a fucking I'm not a teacher. I don't necessarily. I can't tell someone. Like if somebody said like, "What's funny?" I can't really tell you what's funny. I might say something and you might laugh. I might try to be funny and say something and you won't laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like joke structures. Like it's such a weird, like we talked about all the time, like where it's like, you know, like trying to mix a certain way to tell jokes. Like Bill Burr's a master at it, where he, like you said, you have to lose if you're winning so much, or if you're a loser, you have to win a little bit. Like he's the, where me and Chris were talking about, where like he's kind of like, that's his shtick. Like he said, like you can't, like, you know how Jerry Seinfeld is like, you know, what's the deal with everything? That's his thing, and he's able to do it well.
Very
and so
like observational.
Yeah, that's his thing. Like nobody can take it. And like, and those guys were trying to do what Bill Burr does, which is like, no, you can't do that. Think of something else, buddy. Find another voice that's better.
Well, I just find that the funniest stuff is stuff that you can relate to, obviously. And I know people say that a lot, but I mean, because it's true. That's why people say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I related to that, so I think about it. Like the kind of feedback that I receive when people tell me like, oh, I listened to you rambling on Corey Has a Podcast, and it's like, and I laughed. And in my mind, I'm like, you know, the crazy thing is I was just talking about something that may have happened to me that day or whatever. But
yeah.
People can think of a time where that shit happened to them and it sucked, or it was really funny, or that's how you get them. You got to win them over, and then you got to piss them off, and then you got to win them over again.
Yeah. It's just like it's a crazy relationship. It's trying to win him over.
It's trying to win them over, man. Or it's like somebody that you just, the audience is like somebody that you just met, you know? You want to get them to like you a little bit.
Yeah. Shane are.
Unless you're just in an audience where everybody's just already laughing and like someone's tickling them. What if they invented seats at comedy clubs that tickled people as they sat in them, but not like unpleasant tickling?
I find that still torturous. Anytime. Oh, I know what you mean. Where it's like, oh, that's a
tickling chair. Oh, you can sit in a tickle chair or a non-tickle chair. You can be in the tickle chair section where not only are you laughing, but you're being tickled. Some people might be like sexually aroused by that. Some people might get a little moist.
Oh, you want to go? Hi, here's your seat. This is the moist tickle chair. Oh, I don't know if I want to stay there. It might be all sticky and shit.
The seats will be covered in plastic so they could spray them down.
Oh, gosh.
From all the moisture.
Oh, let's not go there.
From the bloody mess. Or maybe like they have like, you know, when you go to Abercrombie and Fitch and the whole store smells like the cologne because it's coming through the fucking the vents. What if like some kind of gas was coming out that just made you laugh?
No, that's true, man. Like, I don't know if I want to be there. I feel like that's kind of like cheating. You know, you're cheating. You're not earning those laughs. It's like, all right. It's like when you go to like specials or seeing live a live talk show like Jay Leno or some shit. Like they always have the applause thing. It feels forced. It doesn't feel like I could absorb that sort of fun.
Well, do you feel like you would be if you were at a show and the laughing gas was coming out, do you feel like you'd be upset about it? Like you'd be laughing, but you'd be very angry?
Yeah, I think I'd be a little bit angry. I'd be like, oh, you're telling me what to do. I don't like it.
What if you went and saw a comedian who just came out with a bunch of helium balloons and decided to talk like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks the whole time?
I think that'd be kind of hilarious, depending on the subject that he's doing.
What if he
go on.
He had a baby voice, but he was saying like the most inappropriate shit.
That may make me laugh. I don't know. I like.
That sounds like somebody would listen to this and be like, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Somebody should do that."
There we go. Here at the Truth Serum, everybody, we give you ideas. Let us know how it goes.
Take it and run with it, and then message us later.
Yeah, but don't blame us for the outcome if it's bad, because it's just only a suggestion and an opinion.
I got some outcome for you, baby.
Oh yeah. Moist. So what's new, buddy? What's going on? What's speaking of thankless jobs, man? Life in the fitness world treating you well?
It actually is. It's really nice because I'm going to get a little bit realistic here. Is real short for realistic? I'm going to get real here. Yeah, it's nice to be able to be working with people for a while and help them believe in themselves. I love that shit. I do it every day.
Yeah, it's like you feel like very rewarded from it, and you know, do you get thanked a lot by your clientele? Be like, oh yeah, thanks, Corey. I sweat like a fucking. I feel great.
Well, people
I'm
feel
jacked.
great. They feel confident. They feel strong. They feel comfortable in their own body. It's nice. It's actually it's rewarding to see somebody, to first meet somebody off an initial conversation of like what they want to do and how they want to feel about themselves, and then watch them get there and be on that journey with them. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's nice being busy. Like even on days where I'm fucking exhausted and wiped out by the end of the day, I always feel like happy with what I did.
Yeah, like you're doing something you like to do.
Yeah, it's true. It's a fact.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people get stuck in those jobs where it's like working in an office and dealing with like so and so. I'm like, oh, I hate my job. Clients are stupid.
See, but now office people for the most part are like working from home.
Yeah,
which is pretty sweet if you like your family.
Yeah.
And if you don't like your family, it sucks.
And you got to rethink some things down.
Maybe you should just get rid of the family, get a different family. You can order them on Amazon.
Is that what's under? What do I click on?
Type in. Go on Amazon and type in new family.
You know what? I'll do that exactly. I'm actually gonna do that right now for some random reason.
I'm actually very curious to know what comes up if you do that.
What family? What?
New family.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of families, my brother just got married this weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, man. I got a new sister-in-law. That's kind of rad, and they're very happy. They're finally tired of like planning shit. They can now move on with their lives.
Oh man, planning a wedding is very time-consuming and stressful.
Yeah,
but it's fun too. But like, there are parts of it that are just like, oh god, I'm tired. But this has to be done by this time. Like, you know, it's all very exciting. So that's dope.
Yeah. Like, you and Hannah did it, and I was like, oh, it's such a great wedding. I had a lot of fun that one. Everybody,
like...
It's my...
starting to see... I want other people to get married so I can go to their weddings.
Yeah, man. You're at that point. Now you get to enjoy yourself at a wedding and be like, all right, I've done it. Now I get to do the drinking and partying.
I get to party. This is not my show. This is someone else's. It's nice to just be... It's nice to just be attending and not, like, be a part of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I never want to be anybody's best man. Did I ever tell you that?
Why not? Wait, what?
I never want to be anyone's best man.
Okay, but I'm asking why?
Because I just want to show up. I don't want to have to do anything.
You're not going to do it all the time, but what if, like, you don't appreciate the honor? What if, like, me and or Frank gets married and he's like, I want you to be the best man. You're gonna be like, fuck no.
Hell no. He's gonna first of all, he's gonna pick his brother to be the best man, which I'm stoked about.
Yeah.
Because that means I could literally just show up.
I got you. It was kind of nice just showing up for your wedding, but I loved being one of your groomsmen. It was an honor, and like just to be like, I'm hanging out. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's great. All you got to do is just wear the suit and just show up, and then you can eat and drink and dance, and it's fun.
Hang out and party. So this is what came up for a new family. So the movie Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne came up. So yeah, that's fun.
And we're gonna have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of that bit.
Nice.
There's nothing about books here. Like, you can't really order a new family because that's also weird.
You probably could do it on Craigslist if you're really gonna go somewhere and do it.
Ugh. God, this feels so creepy.
Go on, Craigslist.
Ugh.
Hey, I'm looking for a new family. I'm 43 years old. I've got a decent job. I don't own any property, but I'm looking to maybe consider possibly doing it. That's what that dude's saying.
Yeah.
I used to be in really good shape. Now I'm in semi-decent shape, and I like to tuck my T-shirts into my pants. Give me a call at 917. No, I'm kidding.
Yep, look him up. Craigslist, everybody. Corey Easley. That's good.
Oh, you know what, guys? By the way, we're going to go to a commercial break, and then when we come back, waffles. And we're back. So let me ask you a question. Were you the kind of guy did you have a waffle maker, or were you popping Eggos into a toaster?
I'm more of an Eggo and a toaster type of guy. But I did have a waffle maker, which I never used.
The convenience of the Eggo into the toaster is unparalleled.
Yeah, but it tastes so much better to have like the original cooked version, you know? Just making making the ingredients, putting in that little fucking square thing and cooking it.
See, I don't mind having I like my waffles. If I'm going to eat a waffle, it's very rare that I do. If I'm going to have a waffle, I want my waffle to be golden brown. But if I eat a pancake, I like my edges to be burnt.
And you like it a little toasty, yeah?
I like that crunch.
Do you like Belgian waffles?
Yeah.
Do you ever put ice cream on it? Put a little cherries, just make it kind of spruce it up a bit.
See, the crazy thing is, I never eat anything like that. But
you're not a sweets guy, right?
Yeah, I'm not a sweets guy. I'm sweet enough.
Aww.
I wish I was the first person to ever say that.
Well, you got me going. I feel a little bit moist.
Moist. I used to bake cakes.
Really?
Yeah, I used to bake cakes, and it's funny because I would bake cakes for the family, and I wouldn't eat them, but I would bake them.
There's something enjoyable about that. That's also kind of that's a thankless job there.
No, but people were really happy about it. You know what's a thankless job, though?
What?
You heard about this thing, though? No, I thought I was gonna have something, but
no.
The thing is, there are people that do things that nobody sees, but they keep the world going. You know what I mean? If you're riding the subway at fucking 4 a.m. and you see the guys in certain train stations hosing down and cleaning the platform and the walls in the train station.
Yeah.
Because in New York City, especially at the GROW stops where there's a lot of homeless people that don't give a shit and they piss and shit all over the place and there's rats.
Yeah.
There's people that go in there and clean the walls and the benches that people sit on to wait for their train. And that is a thankless job.
Definitely is, man. We all forget. There are people that do the clean after you.
There's people that
also, yeah. Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say, I was going to agree with you. There's people that do the job that nobody wants to do, and those people deserve some credit.
Yeah, like waiters and people in the service industry.
See, but waiters also get taken care of, too,
Yeah, it's true.
A waiter does a great job, he'll get a great tip. Nobody's tipping the guy who's cleaning the fucking rats out of the goddamn subway.
Or making the food in the kitchen.
Yeah. Unless they get a percentage.
Yeah.
Or you get some big wig to come in there and go, who's the chef? Bring him out here. And then they bring or her. Chefs could be women, too. And then they bring the chef out. The chef's like, oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. And then they give the chef $5,000, which is the most money you could possibly get. And
I'm happy with that sort of money. $5,000 specifically.
$5,000 will change your life.
You think the rat from Ratatouille got $5,000 when he saw that food critic? He's like, bring out the chef. Hey, wait a while. It's a rat.
What a great concept.
What, a rat being a chef?
Yeah, because the last thing you want in your kitchen is a rat.
Yeah. In that second, if I saw that thing, I was like, okay, you're a crazy person dude. I'm asking for the chef, and you bring out this little rat, and this place has to be condemned because like that is not having health restrictions here is very much off. We have to put this restaurant to a grade. No.
No, you get shut down immediately.
Yes, yeah. Which it did in the movie.
Yeah, so, I mean, but at least Ratatouille was charismatic.
Yeah.
Not one of these New York City street rats.
Riff Raff Street Rat.
I don't buy that. You got some tea there?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm all about the tea now. Old manning it.
What kind of tea do you like?
I make black tea. It's like
what are the benefits? What are the benefits of it?
It's not as strong as like drinking like coffee, so it's a little bit easier to for me to whatchamacallit.
For you to stomach?
I actually don't know the benefits. Yeah, it's easier on my stomach. Fucking when you get to 35, man, all your insides start falling apart.
Damn, man, that sounds like something to look forward to, doesn't it?
Yeah, everybody, take care of yourselves. Exercise. Take some vitamins.
And remember, no matter what you do, your body is still in charge of what happens to it.
Yeah, baby.
That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Working on growing a mustache.
Yeah, I see that, man. It looks good.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to really Tom Selleck it. I'm trying to Steve Harvey it, really.
Gonna be like one of the kings of comedy.
I'm just saying, if like I could grow a Steve Harvey mustache, I feel like my life would get better. Not that my life is bad. I just think it would even make things better.
With that stash I see right now, I kind of want to cast you in a Western.
I'd love to be in a Western with this stash.
Yeah.
Stashes, like my wife loves my mustache.
Yeah, man. Like, people can rock a good stash. Like, people make fun of stashes. Stashes are pretty freaking rad. And I like to say right now,
stashes are cool.
I don't give a fuck. Stashes are pretty cool. I would like to rock a stash.
Stashes have been cool for a really long time, too.
Yeah. Like, Tom Selleck has a sweet stash. My dad has a sweet stash.
Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx are really... Is it true that all of them were Groucho Marx, the Marx brothers? They switched roles?
Is that true?
Or am I just crazy? All right, I might be just thinking random thoughts.
Groucho Marx is just the only one.
I know. I felt like because of the Marx brothers, I thought they were interchangeable. Like they all kind of just shared roles. But that's just me. I don't know. I haven't really watched the Marx brothers too much. I heard a rumor. That was it.
The thing that was interchangeable was his mustache and eyebrows were equally as thick. So he would take them off at night, and every now and then when he put them back on in the morning, he would put his eyebrows where his mustache would be, and his mustache where his eyebrows would be.
Talk about having a triple stash.
Yeah, and the reason he would know is because his mustache always smelled like booze because he was always drinking.
You know who would make a good Groucho Marx if he wanted to play the role? Eugene Levy.
Oh, Eugene Levy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Grover.
He has Grover? Grover? The Sesame Street character?
Yes.
But it's sure.
he's got the acting chops for it.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's definitely a goofball. I love Grover.
But yeah, no, I could see Eugene Levy doing it.
I have a question for you. Who would win a fight, Grover or Gonzo? You're both fucking weird.
I'll say Grover.
I feel like just Gonzo would get back up. That's my vote. I'm voting for. I'm Team Gonzo on this one.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, the man gets blown up. Also, he might be into bestiality. I don't know. He's kind of weird.
Yeah, but Grover is a superhero, though.
Yeah, he's a superhero. Well, Gonzo, he was a journalist at one point.
Super Grover, though.
I feel like he just takes a lot of hits. I feel like he's like kind of like impervious. He's kind of like the Superman who gets back up.
Who, Gonzo?
Yeah, he just gets his ass kicked all the time and just gets back up. I feel like he just will take whatever Grover could feed him.
I don't like his haircut.
Dish out. Gonzo? Because it's like his hair's like parted every time.
Yeah, is he like good friends with Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, man, they're like best friends. In one movie, they're brothers. No, that's Fozzie. That's a great Muppet Caper.
Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear. Fozzie's a shit.
Waka Waka Waka. He's a stand-up comic.
Yeah, he is a stand-up comic.
That's who should have opened for Bill Burr.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, he'd been way better than those fucking Barstool guys.
So you now have a problem with the Barstool guys?
No, like, I don't have a problem with it. I just don't like their comedy. Like,
that's fair. That's fair.
It's not like, all right, fine. I don't know them personally. Be like, all right, this guy's shitty because he did this. I'm not going to do that cancel culture shit if I don't know the facts or even know the person firsthand.
Well, that's what I was saying before. Like, I heard something about them, but I don't know what the fuck it was. Like, I just heard that some people... Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
You're golden, man.
I heard that some people were in disagreement with some shit. And I'm like, people are always going to... I don't know what the fuck they did, so I can't speak on it.
Yeah.
They never did anything to me.
Yeah. So, like, I actually want to tell you this story. Like, after the concert, like, after Bill Burr stand-up, which he killed at, he talked about the debates and, like, you know, did his shtick. I guess he's working through material, but he won the crowd easily. He's just a good performer to kind of weave through those jokes. Anyways.
He's been doing it for such a long time.
Yeah, you could tell like how he excels past these fuckers that he had before him. But after the show, we decided to go out and like, you know, hang out in Long Branch, which this place is like there is nowhere to like so many open areas. We need to get an Uber, which takes like 20 minutes to get like for it to come for us to go. Anyways, we ended up hanging at this place, and it was in the middle of nowhere. And we're at this backyard in this weird kind of hickish bar. So it felt like a local bar, but I felt weird there.
Really?
Because my friends were having fun, right? But like, yet I'm around this crowd, which like I felt like not to judge everyone that you know I felt like I was surrounded by Trump supporters because like they kept on questioning me about my mask. They wouldn't wear a mask. Like, you know, I pull it up when I need to, like when I'm standing up and I order. Yet these guys had their masks off, like we're outside, they're not fucking social distancing, they're looking at me, I'm like I'm a weirdo. Like I felt judged a bit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, but you guys were outside?
Yeah, we're outside.
Oh, I thought you were inside.
No, man. It's so closed out there. And like toward the end of the night, we couldn't get a ride back, so we're stuck at this bar. And something about the bartender there, and then we saw like 3 other dudes, and they kept on like, you know, asking me about like what, like they kept on telling us like toward the end, why are you wearing masks and shit? And like we're playing along. It's like we're cool. Don't worry, we're trying to be safe. And they're obviously these are people that don't care, give 0 fucks. And we ended up getting a ride from one of them. Like that was decent. I was like, all right, cool. But my one buddy kept on complaining like this is weird like he's saying it in the middle of the car, 3 men in the back and 1 in the front, getting a ride from a guy that was supposedly an Uber driver, maybe who might be high on meth as well, to take us back to our hotel.
How'd the meth thing happen?
Well, this guy, I guess the way he carries himself, it's just like it felt like you're like, oh, this guy's on something.
How do people act when they're on meth?
I don't know. I guess they're kind of squirrely.
I'm about to look it up.
Kind of squirrely and jittery. Like he seemed like he's, and plus he chugged he took a shot in a beer before driving us. I'm like, all right, this is like poor decision making on our half.
Okay, here goes. 6 signs your loved one is using methamphetamine. They have noticeable changes in appearance.
Okay.
Sores and scratches on the skin, track marks found on the arms, rotting teeth, inflamed gums, drastic weight loss, hair that is thinning or falling out, red swollen eyes, burn marks on the fingers or lips. Did he have any of that?
I didn't really look that close at him, man. I was just the way he acted.
Okay, did you find drug paraphernalia in his home?
Yeah, I was at his house. No.
Like a glass pipe, a needle, a rolled up dollar bill? Some people just put their money away like that.
I like it's like loved ones, and like I'm not seeing this guy. I don't know him.
Had you noticed any behavioral changes in him?
Yeah, the 5 minutes I got to know him on the car ride back. No.
Okay, did he exhibit symptoms of tweaking?
Yes.
Okay, that's a sign.
That's one sign.
Tweaking is when a person has reached the end of a meth binge and can no longer achieve the desired high.
Okay. I don't know how that worth an act. I can only think about the symptom itself.
Okay, has he been having problems at work or school?
Let me ask him. If I remember my memory. No, I don't know.
All right. Well, one last question. Has your loved one started to withdraw from friends and family?
Maybe, sure. Thanks for the question, Corey.
Okay, so you guys are in the car.
So we really deduced that this guy's a meth head. I don't know. Yeah, so we're in the car, and like my one buddy is like this out loud in front of this man, like just he's doing this little complaining whispers, half drunk. He's like, "Well, I don't know why we're in this car right now. This guy's not wearing a mask. I don't know. We should have waited for that thing." It's like, are you serious? We're in this car right now. We're in the middle. You want him to kick us out when we're on our way there? Also, I felt safe because there's the three of us there. Like we could definitely take this guy, but you know,
unless he pulled out a gun and said, "Suck my dick right now, or I'm going to shoot him." Well, then what do you do?
I guess gonna have to suck his dick, man. I'm not gonna let someone die.
And that I'd see the end of the story could have been, well, he said that, and then only two of us made it to the show.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, just
I
all
got
this
dark.
No, it got a bit dark, but that's all right. Yeah, but the short of the story is just like, you know, it was just a weird night. Like toward the end, like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well, at least you made it here alive.
Oh yeah, it's true that. There's a story to tell.
Maybe it was the meth that was the hero the whole time.
It's the hero that we deserve, but it's not the hero that we deserve, but the hero we need.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
I think there is a hero in all of us.
It's a very thankless job, everybody.
And they say that a hero could save us.
Was that is that Nickelback?
That's Nickelback on the Spider-Man soundtrack with Tobey Maguire. No relation.
Tobey. No relation to Jerry Maguire?
No, I was thinking Mark Maguire. Remember him?
Yeah. That man was on something.
Yeah, he was real strong.
Yeah. I think it's got a both, like, so what if he's on roids? Does that really affect the game? I feel like you have to be kind of good at it.
Apparently, Donald Trump accused Joe Biden of being on performance-enhancing supplements. And I thought to myself,
what was that fucking about? Jesus, why are we not talking about that?
This isn't football. Like, even if he was, does that even fucking matter?
Yeah, like, he's fucking loco. That was the most ridiculous debate I've ever seen in my life. What the that's not something, we don't see that.
I mean, we really just watched two old guys argue for fucking 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's a fucking reality show. He turned this fucking debate, which is supposed to be like, this is what I'm gonna do for you people, and like and it just turned into this big sickening fucking fight. This system has to fucking end, man. Like, we can't have this. I know that I'm going off a rant, but having this two-party system is full of shit. I'll say it right here now. We can't do this anymore. You know, I don't care if it's like, oh, you're too progressive, you're too left, you're too right. How about we don't give a fuck and make the right choice and do what's right for everybody?
That's fuck right. You. How about we put everybody on meth?
Yeah, there we go. Just
that's the hero we need right there.
Yeah, it's a thankless job, everybody.
Damn straight. See, now we're talking.
Now we're talking, man. I know we're like kind of pitter-pattering for a bit, but like, you know, we found it.
Oh, yeah, but sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes
yeah, man.
That's what it is. It's 201, baby. It's not 202. It's not 203. It's 201. So everybody just fucking calm down.
Yeah. I'm done complaining. I don't want to be negative.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay fucking tuned. Hey, guys, listen. We're going to head out of here right now because we got some fucking... I got a bone to pick with you. I got a boner to pick on with you. I got a bone to pick. Yeah, we're gonna head out. Love you guys. Thank you all for listening. Check us out on social media. I'm Corey Easley _ Also, what's the body looking like if you want to work out and get your fitness on and get rid of that COVID-15? And also, if you want to listen to me talk for 20 minutes, go to check out Corey Has a Podcast on every place that podcasts can be found. That's all I got for you. Ryan, what do you got?
All right. Please check our Patreon page on patreon.com/Trooth Serum. And if you're willing to donate $1 or $2 to our cause, that would be wonderful to hopefully get this show on the road and make it more attainable to everybody. And you could catch me at or us at Trooth Serum _podcast if you want to get in contact with us or know when future live dates we start doing the show again, or when we air the next episodes. And yeah, that's all I got for you.
Well, thank you all and have a good evening. And every time you listen to a Lil Wayne song, don't you always hear this? Good night.
Good night, everybody. Not like Bruce Willis in that movie, The Sixth Sense.
Or kind of like... No, but wasn't he able to interact with that child?
Only with a child. You think all those ghosts were pedophiles because they could communicate with a child?
Probably. You know, like, why else would they be only able to communicate with them?
Must be torturous. Can't touch anybody.
Or maybe that's where... good for those children.
That's a good thing.
Maybe
why am I sympathizing with those fuckers? No.
That's why kids have imaginary friends. If your kid has an imaginary friend, chances are there's a ghost in your house.